This week we're back at the National Shooting Complex in San Antonio, Texas. Today is October the 1st and we are shooting the 20 gauge. We have 5 people that are left on the field that would like to have this title. Sit back and watch and enjoy the event. So here we are at the World Championship 20 gauge shoot-off. We started this, I believe he said 67 100s. Everybody went out and shot an extra box, and out of those people we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 standing. Dead and lost. Mr. Mark Gay right there. Todd Bender. Don misses that second bird. And lost. Dead and lost. That was high bird. Didn't get to it. Todd Bender, 20 gauge world champion.
Yeah, good shoot. Good shoot. Good job, Mark. Good job, Mark. My name is John Fournier, and I am reporting from the 2014 World Skeet Championship, San Antonio, Texas, at the National Skeet Shooting Association Complex. I'm interviewing Hall of Fame member Todd Bender, the 2014 20 gauge champion. Todd, I'll tell you what, tough conditions today. How did it happen?
You know, I've had kind of a tough week. I've been shooting great, but kept breaking 99s, 99s. The only other 100 I had, I actually won, so I knew I was shooting doubles well. But I kept just wanting to get out there. And today, I just kind of said, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to shoot and see what happens. And I had a good day. I'm excited.
Now, what was your first World Championship? Do you remember that far back?
1980, the CSC. But in 1987, the first gauge championship was right here with a 20 gauge in '87. So
that's quite a span. Tell the folks at home how, after all these years, you can continue, and you got a big schedule. I mean, you're teaching all year long. You got to kind of make time to stay tournament ready. Anything out of the ordinary you do to be prepared for this type of championship?
You know, it's not. I don't get to shoot as much as I would want to, just because of my schedule. Fortunately, I get to see a lot of targets when I'm not shooting, so I'm watching a lot and reinforcing things correctly because I'm talking about how to do it right. So I don't get the time to shoot, but I still have a competitive fire burning here, so I'm going to try to keep it going for a little bit longer.
How many world titles?
It's 24.
24 world championships. I'll tell you what, 1 or 2 is a Hall of Fame in any of my book. I'll tell you what, I watched the shoot-off, and a name from the past shows up, Craig Kirkman. I'll tell you what, that had to make you pay attention, eh?
Well, Al Magyar came and showed me the sheet, because I said, how many guys you got through the first round? He said there were 5. And I said, well, let me look at the sheet, let me see the names. And I saw Kirkman's name, and I'm like, because I've been out there with him a lot, the last 30 years, gone down to being him a long time. And that turn we started the round, I turned and looked at him and said, it's like old times, isn't it? He hadn't been around for a while, so it was great to see him out there, great to compete against him. Obviously one of the best ever. Probably makes his championship even a little better. And by the way, congratulations to Mark Gay. He was shooting fantastic. I worked with Mark years ago. but he was solid. So everybody in that last group of 3 shooting very well, and I was fortunate to.
I'll tell you what, it was great shooting, and the conditions were tough. Puffy clouds all day long. 100 straight, got through 7,600 straights today.
Which, by the way, even though it was tough skies, it's a great compliment to the NSSA and the grounds here. The targets were fantastic. They've been great the whole week. The referees have been fantastic. They've really stepped that up in the last couple of years. So it's a real compliment to the association and the grounds, because even with the tough conditions, you had not a record number of hundreds, but certainly an impressive amount.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's probably old hat to you, but I got to imagine anytime you're the champion of the world in anything, man, it's got to be sweet. And for our folks at home,